Hi everybody, I'm Mark McLean. Welcome in. I am going to be talking about four particular knives that I don't know about you, but I personally have felt like were top quality knives for some time now. And that happens to be the Spyderco family of four. Yeah, you know the ones I'm talking about? Well, in case you don't, I have got a couple of pictures just so I can show you. And they are, as I say, the ambitious, the persistence, the tenacious, and the resilience. Yeah, four knives. And I'd love to have each one of them. In fact, that's something I've set my mind to do. I want to get those particular knives. And this is that's the side that you got to see on the lock back side. This is the opposite side of what they look like. They do come, of course, in serrated or partially serrated. I am not into serrated edges, as some of you may or may not know. So that's the type I like right there, the non-serrated or the plain edge knives from Spyderco. You're asking yourself probably, well, what in the heck made him want to talk about those knives? Because he's got all those other knives, you know. And yeah, I do. I like other knives. I like all knives, honestly. Hark, me here's a train. So, as I was going to say, I just happen to love all knives. In fact, I am a knife lover, a true knife lover. A true knife lover is the kind of person who comes into someone else's house and they say, oh, I don't have any knives worth looking at, but here's this old cheap clunker that my granddaddy gave me back in 1972. Well, I'm the kind of person that would say, oh man, let me see that. It's awesome. Yeah, you know, that's just me. It's because I would feel that way about the knife. I love all knives. I'm probably going to be the weirdest house guest you've ever had if I come to your house for dinner. Due in fact, or due in part to the fact that uh, at dinner time I will be examining your butter knives. Even I admire even butter knives. I know, and I get made fun of, and that's okay. I don't care. I not only admire butter knives, I do admire the steak knives at people's houses, and I have been known to do something else, and that's go through their drawers in the kitchen just to see their knives. You know, some other people are off the cuff a little bit on the far end, as far as I'm concerned. They go and they look in the bathroom, and I've heard people tell me about this, so I know you guys are doing it. I mean, maybe not all of you, because I don't, but I know that there are some that have or that do. But I had this one guy who told me that every time he couldn't help himself, he had to go to people's bathroom mirror to check out what type of medications the doctor had them put on. You know, they got that high blood pressure now. And he's suffering from that impotence. You know what that means? Yeah, he's got ED. You know what ED is, don't you? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about ED. Yeah, ED. They call it ED because it's short for, I guess it's really short. It's short for Richard Edwards. That's it. And Richard is short for what word? Right. Yeah, you got it. Richard Edwards. Dick Ed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But seriously, people, do you do that? Do you go into people's medicine cabinets? If so, that's funny. I mean, I thought I had it bad because I have to go check out their kitchen knives and stuff, but yeah. We are a different kind of breed of people, aren't we? We really are. Okay, now back to what I was saying earlier. You said, what in the heck would make him want to blah blah blah? Remember I said that? Yeah, I said that. Well, I'll tell you. I have owned the Spyderco Resilience knife for quite some time now. In fact, here it is, right here. Yeah! The Spyderco Resilience. It's a great EDC. I love carrying this knife. Straight out of China. You got it, I know. That sucks. China sucks. Right, whatever. But this knife is a quality knife. It's easy to repair. In other words, if I go and I cut up 20 gigantic pizza boxes following a huge pizza party with a bunch of friends, then all I have to do is take this knife. More than likely, I'll be able to just strop it. And if I can't just strop it, then there's a good possibility that I would be able to throw on my steel glove, my steel mesh glove, and get out my steel rod, my butcher's rod, and bring it back to life just by, using these methods alone. After this, then I would go to the regular strops. But, oh wow, that is sharp. But that's what I'm getting at. I'm saying that even though this steel is what, 8CR13 MOV, 8CR13 MOV, yeah, that's right. Even though it's, like I said, inexpensive steel, okay? Sure, it's not the top of the line. It's not the bottom of the line either. I mean, it's not Elmax or either, so it's not a good quality tool steel, but it does the job. And like I said, it is easy to bring back to life. I'm going to pull a few tickets out of this ticket book here, just so I'll have something to cut on. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Got a little piece of paper right here. That way I can show you what I was talking about. I mean, it just sliced right along through there. I need to hit it up now on the leather strap, but I don't have one on me. It's in the other room, but it is very sharp. So here's what got me on the kick of bringing out my Resilience from Spyderco. I've got a buddy named Jacob Thompson, known as Crazy Ace on Instagram. He's an awesome friend of mine. We've known each other for years. He actually lives local. Well, he brought a knife by for me to carry, and this is something that he and I do as friends. We'll swap knives just for an EDC purpose, just so he can carry a different knife for a while and use it and check it out, and vice versa, that I can do the same. This is the one he was carrying, and it is Pio. Yes, the Spyderco Tenacious. There we have the Tenacious, and there we have the Resilience. So, what are we going to do? I've got to come across the other two now. Gotta have them. Gotta have them. The Ambitious and the Persistence I need to get so I can carry those and see, how well they fare. I like the way that you can do the finger or the almost patented Spyderco thumb flick or finger flick. That is so awesome. The way it just, you can just do it like this and pow, it fires right out. I love that. Not every knife will do that, but these will. And something else, the good thing I like about the thumb holes that they have here, or the groove holes, whatever, is the fact that these are made specifically for opening up with a pair of gloves on your hand. So it's a great work knife and a great EDC. If you're carrying it, you have your gloves on, your work gloves. You're working out in the farm, say you're putting fencing in. Maybe you're working on transformer lines up in the sky, and the cherry picker for the phone company. Whatever the case may be, you've got gloves on your hands, and you don't have time to take the glove off just to get yourself able to cut ready or be cut ready. So what do? You take your glove and you just flip it in the hole, and the thumb groove just opens it right up. Now Jacob sharpened this one. I know it's sharper than that. I hit it wrong. Watch this. See that? Let me show you guys. This guy is one heck of a knife sharpening buddy. He really does know what he's doing. If you want to hit him up, feel free to hit me up and I will get you in touch with him. His name is Jacob Thompson, and I think you will be very happy that you did. Now, I did want to go over these particular knives. Let me get out my tablet here, if you don't mind, folks. By the way, in case you're looking in the background, that's my wife and I. We were at a Wayne Newton concert there. I'm serious, it was awesome. I loved it. She had a great time as well. Sorry I can't zoom you up any closer. That's as far as I can do. But that's when we went to Vegas. Over here, my mom and my dad. Just a few barbershop things in the background too. There's my my brush collection. And over here is the shaky razor. It's got 2 straight razors with blood dripping off. Got that for Halloween. It says, a bad haircut is nothing to lose your head over. Right? And for the sake of knowing what not to buy, there you go, a Pakistani knife right back there in the back. And over here, a USA made knife. Just both fairly inexpensive, but there is a big difference. Big difference. Hello? Oh, the guy outside trying to start it. No, he didn't try. He succeeded. He started his Land Rover. Okay, back to what I was going to say. Got my tablet out so I can fill you guys in. What am I sitting on here? Jesus. Oh, not Jesus. That. Wow. I forgot I had this. This is my son-in-law, my daughter's husband, that I'm supposed to sharpen for him. So, you know, it would be nice if I could charge people and make money off of all that sharpening that I do, but you know, when you can't, you can't. It is what it is, and I'm disabled, so I can't make any money like that, but oh well. Let's go on and have some more fun talking about these wonderful knives. Spyderco puts these knives out, like I said. The Resilience is the long one, the big one. Next in line is, of course, the Tenacious that I showed you a little while ago. My buddy Jacob Thompson owns. Then there's the Persistence, and the small version is the Ambitious. And let's go back to, I started to say, let's go back to the phones. Let's go back to the phones, take some calls, see how you guys are doing out there today. Hey, out in knife world, what's going on? You know, I need to do that, don't I? That would be cool. I've done a lot of phone call interviews in my past. Okay, here we go with the Ambitious. This again is all 4 knives just for your inspection. That's the ones right there. On top is the Ambitious, of course. Next, the Persistence, followed by the Tenacious, and the Resilience on bottom. Mine right there. And someone asked me once, why do you carry such a quote-unquote cheap-ass knife? That's what I was told. And, you know, in a way, it didn't really hurt my feelings. I'll be honest, what it did was sort of tick me off a little bit. You know, they they said that how could you own, you know, a $1,500 knife and then turn around and pick up a $50 knife? Well, it's quite simple. You bend over, you open your hand, and you pick it up. But some people have this, I don't know what it's called, but it's the way of looking at things with life in general. And they are really mistaken for being the way they are. And if you're that way, folks, please stop. Think about yourself and think about how you are and how you are perceived by others by the way you act. It's not right being that way, guys. It really isn't. No one person is better than another, unless you're talking presidential candidates. And we won't go there. I'm joking, of course. But seriously, no one is any better than the next guy. It doesn't matter if you make a buttload of money. It doesn't matter. You're no better than someone who makes only $5 a day. You know, that's just how it is in my book. So, moving right along, it says a little bit here about the Ambitious, which is a cool little knife. I've actually had one in my hand before I got the chance to use it, and I was surprised at the cutting surface, the way the cutting surface approached the cutting floor of where I was going to cut. It was just the way that you grasped the handle and the way that blade attacked, you know, that's what I call it, the angle of attack. The way the blade attacked the cutting surface, which was excellent, like I said. Okay, let's find that particular knife on, we'll do that on Blade HQ, okay? The reason being, I honestly think Blade HQ has a great sampling of all knives out there, okay? Blade HQ. Let's see how this works. Okay, try this again. Blade HQ. There we go. Popped right up that time. I do appreciate you guys taking time out of your schedule to watch this. This is the Spyderco Ambitious. They do have them in different colored handles, and then there are a few sprint run knives, I believe, too. But I'm showing you and talking about the black handled knives right now. Okay, here's a little bit about the Ambitious, and we will go down the price point from knife to knife in just a bit, okay? Okay. This is the Spyderco Ambitious, and the overall length is 5.813. 5.813. Which I said it's a small knife, but it's not really a baby knife by any sense of the imagination. But we'll hold this over here so you can get a chance to see, okay? Can you see that all right? Okay. The blade length, 2.25 inches. So it's a fairly short blade length, and the cutting surface as well, the same, 2.25. The thickness of that blade is 0.13 thousandths, and it's got the same type of steel I mentioned, HCR13 MOV. It's called the leaf shape. Can you see this? See that leaf shape of the blade right there? Let me show you there. I had to get it zoomed in. That's called the leaf shape of the blade. The leaf shape. It does have, I believe, G10 on that one. Yeah, the handle, the scales are made of G10. That's true. I see it right there. Handle material. It has a pocket clip, of course. Tip up, tip down are the options to carry it. And it's overall, like I said, a great knife. You can go on Blade HQ and do a search if you want on these 4 knives that we're talking about. And after doing so, then you may want to watch the video that's attached with that, okay? It says the Ambitious is a low-cost folder from Spyderco. It has all the features you see in the premium Spyderco knives, like a Walker liner lock. That Walker liner lock is great. It also has skeletonized full-length liners. And now, if you're wondering what that is, let me fill you in a bit, okay? Okay, see right inside there? Those are liners. The liners are on the same wall as the G10 scales. All right, the liners are usually made out of stainless steel, or sometimes they're made out of, I just went blank, sorry. Made out of other things, okay? That tough material I can't think of right now, and you're sitting there saying it over and over in the back of your mind, aren't you guys? I know you are. I know how you guys work, and you keep sending it to me mentally, and I'll probably remember, okay? But the scales are skeletonized, and in case you don't know what that means, it means they have taken out something like a drill, or maybe a router or something, and they have taken out the inside portions of that particular liner. And then it makes it lighter, so the knife doesn't weigh quite as much. It also has phosphor bronze washers, which I like. A great fit and feel, and it looks good too. And like I said, it does come from China, okay? And that's okay. You know, China, they have put out some good quality stuff. From time to time, they do. I personally think that, I got to get a drink here, sorry. I personally think that the knives, or at least some of the blades they've put out, have been pretty decent. Not everybody's going to agree with that, and that's okay. I didn't say it to win a popularity case, or popularity case. I didn't say it to win a popularity contest. I was just telling you how I feel, what I think, okay? All right, that is the Ambitious. Let's move right along here. Next would be the Persistence, right? Spyderco Persistence. Okay, here we go. The Spyderco Persistence, another awesome knife that has been made for Spyderco knives in China. This has 8CR13 MOV steel as well. I like the drop point style blade. That's the style of that blade, the shape of the blade, drop point. The thickness of the blade is 0.13, and the length of the blade is 2.75, so about a 3-inch blade length. And the overall length of this knife is 6.81. So you almost have a 7-inch knife with a 3-inch blade. And the cutting surface is 2.75. So, like I said, a 3-inch blade. It makes a great carry, EDC knife, everyday carry. It would be excellent if you're a hunter, just whatever you wanted. It says the Persistence is a smaller version of the Tenacious, but just as tough. I'll agree with that. The flat ground, and I do love a flat grind on a knife blade. That's the type it has on the drop point. It says the flat ground HCR13 MOV steel blade is a modified skinning style blade with Spyderco's thumb hole, which is great for easy one-hand opening. And also it has the skeletonized steel opening, the black G10 handle scales set atop a skeletonized steel frame with a Walker liner lock. And the handle design is comfortable and jimping on the blade ramp as well. The liner below provides the user some great control. It has a 4-way pocket clip, and that gives you opening options of tip up, tip down, right or left-handed, depending upon the person and what you prefer. By the way, guys, I got a haircut yesterday. Can you see? They thinned out my beard as well, and my mustache, my goatee. They shaped it all, and I haven't combed it, but it's sticking up a little there on top. There you go. Got a good haircut. Show you in the back and let you see what the back looks like. Great clips is where I went. The reason being, I got a little card in the mail for my birthday for a $7.99 haircut. You don't blame me, do you? Nope. Here we go with the Spyderco Tenacious. We're going to move right along. The Spyderco Tenacious, this is a sweet knife. I do like it. Oops, pushed the wrong button. There you go. And I keep getting that pop-up notification about the phone or something. It says, phone has encountered a problem. We're sorry for the inconvenience. This is an LG tablet. If you guys know anything about how to fix that crap, please call me. Please call me and let me know. All right, moving right along. Back on this one here, the Spyderco Persistence is 6.81 inches long. It's nearly 7 inches, with about a 3-inch blade length and cutting edge too. The steel is exactly the same as mentioned before, the HCR13 MOV steel drop points style with a flat grind on it, and everything else is basically about the same. It is right hand or left hand user friendly in case you're left-handed or whatever. One more thing I was going to tell you is that it has a pocket clip that is tip up, tip down carry. So you can pretty much carry it however you wish, since if you're a left-handed or a right-handed guy or gal, okay? And last but not least is the Resilience that I mentioned earlier, the Spyderco Resilience. There we have it. That's the biggie, baby. Whoops. Look at that one. I like this one. The biggie, baby. I like it. It's nice. Wow. This is a great knife. It really, truly is. Can you see that? The handle. Very sharp. And excellent to carry. It says that this knife, overall length, what would you guess that to be? About an 8-inch knife? You're very close. Not close enough. No cigar. Almost a 10-inch knife. 9.375 inches. Wow. One heck of a knife. The blade length is 4.25 alone, just for the blade, 4.25 inches. And the thickness of the blade, 0.13. That, of course, is the HCR13 MOV steel, as I mentioned on the other 3 knives. The flat grind, I like, with a drop point tip. The G10 scales or handles. And tip up, tip down, carry on the pocket clip. Totally up to the individual. Now, let me tell you something about this knife. Did I say this particular knife is wicked? Well, that's why I carry this knife. This knife is extra, extra wicked, and that's why I carry it, because it is a very large style knife, and it's perfect for my hands. And it's, look at that. It's buttery smooth. I mean, watch. Buttery smooth. Okay, now let's get back to the price point of these babies, okay? I mentioned that I would go down the price point for you guys just so we would be able to discuss how much they are. Starting off first with the Resilience. We're at the 30-minute mark, so we got to hurry up. The Resilience knife right here, what would you give for this knife, brand new? Would you give $47.97? Yeah, $50 knife right there, brand new, not bad. I would buy these all day at that price if I needed it. I'm serious. That's how awesome it is. And I don't think you would regret it. By the way, at Blade HQ, that knife is currently in stock. Oh, yeah. Next, the Spyderco Tenacious. Spyderco Tenacious sells for $41.97. It's a little bit smaller, but it's still an awesome blade, a great knife. But I'm sorry, at Blade HQ, it is out of stock. Moving right along, the Spyderco Persistence. Awesome knife. I showed you that one too. It sells for $38.97. $38.97. $38.97. Not bad, really. The Persistence is a quality knife, and at Blade HQ, you will find it in stock. All right. And last but not least, the Spyderco Ambitious that I showed you earlier. The Spyderco Ambitious sells for $35.97. $35.97. $35.97. Yeah. Anyway, it's currently in stock as well at Blade HQ. Friends, that is it. Some reason it seems like a Saturday today to me. What about you? Oh, wow. It's actually just a Thursday, I believe. I said I believe because I'm not really positive. Isn't that weird? I felt like yesterday was supposed to have been Thursday, but it was Wednesday. So, yeah, today is Thursday, November 10th. Hopefully you guys got out and did your civic duty. Did you perform your civic duty and vote? Good for you. If you didn't, don't say a word. No bitching rights available for those that don't vote. Nope, nope, nope. Thanks once again. Get out there and pay it forward. I appreciate you watching. Peace, guys and gals.